What?
Oh, he's not happy, is he?
Welcome to WatchMojoUK, and today we're counting down our picks for the British TV shows that will make you cringe and change the channel.
My feet are a lot worse than my hands, hence the skin on the bottom of my feet sort of looks like it's rotting.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 10. Homes Under the Hammer. As the gap between rich and poor gets wider in the UK each year, property development shows, like Homes Under the Hammer, get more unpleasant to watch.
I think looking at this, you could safely say there is a wee damp problem.
It's not every episode, but when they get a rogue landlord on the show, you'll be squirming in your seat. Watch a buy-to-let owner renovate a house so that it's barely habitable, cutting corners everywhere, and often leaving the house with lingering damp and other problems.
There'll be no skips. Skips are too expensive, they're off budget, so we have a van that'll be permanently outside, ready for going to the tip.
In one particularly memorable episode, the couple buys a house at auction for £158,000, 3 times the asking price, and then decide they're going to renovate it themselves on a budget of £25,000. Despite it having horrendous damp and needing a new roof.
We looked at converting the basement into an additional room, but for the moment it'll just be some good dry storage.
Number 9. 10 Years Younger. It later rebranded itself as 10 Years Younger in 10 Days, foregoing the invasive surgeries its guests often underwent before.
Okay, well, the results of that poll put you at an average age of 40. Tell us your real age.
I'm 35.
Wow.
But it's still one of the many British makeover shows that's really showing its age. The world has moved on from hiring people to tell others how awful they look, and shows with this strategy are now difficult to stomach.
Patrick, what exactly is it about Kerry's skin that's aging her?
She's got some spots around here, she's got some signs of wrinkling, everything's sort of moving south.
These people hand their lives over to presenter and stylist Nikki Hamilton-Jones and the great British public, who tear them apart relentlessly. The makeovers are also appalling, with fashion faux pas every which way, from criminal hair extensions to awful outfits.
You know why it works? It's because you're really flat-chested. It actually makes you look like you've got some boobs there.
Yeah,
it's one of the cringiest shows the UK has ever made. Number 8. Naked Attraction.
Welcome to Naked Attraction, the dating show that goes the full Monty to find love.
The opposite of 10 Years Younger, Naked Attraction is ostensibly about celebrating the diversity of human bodies and how different we all look while also being the same. But it's too much for some people to handle, as we found out when it landed on HBO Max in the US.
Inside each of these 6 pods, I've lined up a naked singleton. Only one of them will be picked to go on a date.
Over here, we may be used to seeing it on TV, but that doesn't mean the experience of actually watching an episode is any less surreal. You're blasted with full frontal nudity from the beginning, with 6 people in a line showing their private parts like it's nothing, all while Anna Richardson stands by to offer commentary on the bodies.
Why do you want to choose a date naked, though?
I just think that this is the next thing, the next best modern thing. In 10 years' time, this is going to be the norm.
Number 7. Secret Eaters. Anna Richardson's back again, this time to shame people for their eating habits, rather than to celebrate the human form.
You are clearly intelligent people, you want to eat healthily, you do eat healthily, and yet you're both effectively overweight.
In a way, Secret Eaters is just one diet show of many, in the same vein as Fat Families or Super Size versus Super Skinny. But what makes it a bit more disturbing is the surveillance.
We're setting up surveillance cameras all over their flat to record evidence of any naughty nibbling or mindless munching.
Our guests opt in to be spied on relentlessly. Their homes are filled with hidden cameras, people rifle through their rubbish, and they're even followed by private detectives to catch them buying Mars bars and kebabs.
But what they don't know is that tracking their every move will also be 2 of the country's finest private investigators.
Maybe it is a noble goal, helping people who want to eat healthier to do so, but it's disturbing that people were happy to be surveilled like this. Number 6. I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. We talk about I'm a Celebrity a lot on this channel, but there are some things you just can't unsee. Fern McCann eating an enormous water spider alive is one of those things.
I mean, look at that.
Jeez.
Can you hear that?
Jeez.
We've also seen people forced to wear helmets full of live insects, with both Toff and Emily Atack weathering that storm superbly. But others have eaten plenty of disgusting things that weren't crawling around, like Kim Woodburn noshing a kangaroo's anus, while years later, Matt Hancock would have to chow down on a sheep's vagina.
Vagitas. This is a sheep vagina.
Right. Just the one.
And who could forget Fatima Whitbread getting a cockroach stuck up her nose? It's more than a little disturbing watching people put themselves through this, no matter how much they're paid.
Matt, you've got guacamole.
Oh.
Which is cow's anus.
Number 5. The Sex Inspectors. If you thought Naked Attraction was bad, wait until you remember the existence of this bizarre reality show from the 2000s.
You know what the problem is that they're not looking at each other, they're looking at the box. It's almost like the TV is more important.
It was perhaps on TV too late for most people to notice it, but if you were ever unfortunate enough to tune in, you'll have had a wild ride. A couple whose sex life is suffering contact the show, and a pair of sex experts are sent along.
So we're going to play a dice game, and each of these numbers represents a hidden sexual desire that you have not expressed to Sean.
But, like Secret Eaters, they're filmed doing everything. There are even thermal cameras in the bedroom, so that all the action is caught on tape. The couple is then meticulously corrected on their technique, while the audience has to watch.
The average British couple spends 22.5 minutes on foreplay. That's 22.5 minutes longer than Simon and Olivia.
To top it off, the so-called experts weren't actually qualified therapists at all. Number 4. Heil Honey, I'm Home. Though it never aired a full series before being taken off the short-lived network Galaxy, the one episode that did make it to broadcast was deeply unpleasant viewing.
Heil Honey, I'm home!
It was aiming to lampoon the Third Reich and make it look as absurd as it really was, but it didn't sit comfortably with people, even if the war had been over for 45 years.
You must be real mad at me, honey. I'm a very, very bad Hitler.
Parodying American sitcoms, our stars are Hitler and Eva Braun, living in New York with Jewish neighbours they, unsurprisingly, don't get along with. It was the epitome of bad taste, though its creator says it was satirical, and people just didn't get it.
I know why. It's Czechoslovakia. You finally did it, didn't you? You finally went one step too far, Mr. Big Shot.
Watch it for yourself and see what you think, if you dare. Number 3. How clean is your house?
This lady, she ain't no cleaner.
It can't be that bad, surely, can it?
Yes, 28 years worth.
28? Oh my God.
If you keep a tidy house, this show might have been your worst nightmare. It's absolutely horrific to sit through the episodes and see how some people live, some of them not cleaning anything for decades.
One sweep in the corner. Oh my God, oh no!
We get it. Cleaning is a chore, but it's only going to get more unpleasant the longer you leave it.
Who does he think he is?
Well, Kim, I think we've got to rise to the bait, haven't
See
we?
all the muck in that kitchen. Oh, did you see it? Can't complete it. Come on.
What's more uncomfortable than seeing the situations some people willingly live in is that a lot of them aren't even grateful for Kim and Aggie's help. Kim Woodburn might not be everybody's cup of tea, but if she's turned up to help you clean your own toilet, you could at least try to be thankful. They did volunteer to be on the show, after all.
I can't believe somebody watches that television. Just right filth there.
Number 2. The Jeremy Kyle Show. Especially in hindsight, old episodes of The Jeremy Kyle Show are some of the most distressing things you can watch.
Gemma's your ex?
Definitely.
Which is hardly surprising because you slept with her sister.
I don't know, Jeremy.
But let's not forget that plenty of people couldn't hack it even when it was in its heyday. It was cancelled in 2019 following the tragic death of a participant whose episode was never aired.
You say that she has ruined your marriage.
Oh, she did. Yeah, definitely.
What may be more uncomfortable than the show itself, though, was Kyle's interview on Talk TV, in which he talked about being a victim of cancel culture. Seeing him refuse to apologise or even acknowledge any wrongdoing was absolutely outrageous, as is the fact he still has a broadcasting career after at least one person died because of his show.
He's a manipulative, controlling BS merchant, and you described the sister, right, as a toxic human being who ruined your marriage.
Number 1. embarrassing bodies.
Talk to me about your toe. What's happening?
It's been infected for about a year.
If you say morbid curiosity never got the best of you, and you've never seen embarrassing bodies, you're probably lying. But plenty of Brits wait longer than they should to go to their GP, so there's clearly some anxiety about visiting the doctor's office that can make embarrassing bodies difficult to watch.
It's certainly not the fungus that would normally cause problems in nails. But this girl's nails must be really bad.
It's full of people who often say they've avoided showing their ailments at their local practice for years, who then decide to bear all on national television.
The problem is that the whole of your nail is affected, and so you may wish to consider having the nail taken off.
I just want them gone.
What's really grisly are the scenes of surgery, though not to mention people turning up with painful and unpleasant medical conditions you didn't even know existed before seeing the episode. Let us know in the comments which had you turning the television off.
In front of you here, we have 6 coloured pods. Inside each of them is a naked man.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojoUK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.